Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at a new pair of Oakleys that I recently picked up. This is actually part of a brand new collection. This is the Lunar New Year collection. There's actually two models in this collection. This one here, which is the Holbrook, and there's also a Sutro. They both share the same color frame and the same color lenses, and again, they are part of the Lunar New Year collection. Now, I don't expect you to believe that I'm an expert on everything Lunar New Year, so I actually pulled up the description off of the Oakley site that goes along with these glasses. I'm going to read it for you just because I think it's going to be able to paint a better picture once we actually see the glasses of what it is that we're looking for. It says, considered highly creative and inquisitive, the wood dragon in Chinese zodiac represents individuals willing to try and do things differently. And the reason they mention that is because this year is the year of the dragon, specifically the wood dragon. So seen as lucky and good, Chinese dragons are powerful and auspicious symbols influencing over weather and watery phenomenon. The Lunar New Year collection blends visual cues such as geometrical patterns, that's one thing to keep in mind, symbolizing the lunar shadowing and moon phases from the lunar calendar that's also impacting the tides of our oceans. It says bearing marks of a hand-drawn dragon on elements across the collection. It also plays to the theme in connecting all products together. And that's another really cool thing to think about, connecting products together. So again, this is the Lunar New Year collection. This particular one, I opted for the Holbrook. I had picked up a couple Sutros lately. Holbrook is always a good frame, especially when it's like almost like a different series or a particular collection. It gives it the ability to showcase that collection off very nicely. Now I know I'm almost 2 minutes into this video and I still haven't shown the glasses, but that's because I wanted to paint a better picture so you guys understand what you're looking for when you look at the actual glasses. Now the Lunar New Year does start today, which is February 10th, Saturday. It's also known as the Chinese New Year or the Spring Festival. So if you guys hear those things, this is the collection to kind of commemorate that. So let's take a look at the box first. This does have a sleeve around it and it's really cool. Again, taking on those geometric pattern cues, you can see right here where it almost fades into, or depending on which way you're going, so fades into or fades out to that geometric pattern. And then you have the icon and the word Oakley in red right there, really nice. On the side here, you do have the depiction of a dragon, and I'm going to guess that this is the wood dragon in gold, which is really nice. And again, the icon and Oakley in red right there. And then you have the same thing on the opposite side. Taking a look at the label right here, again, this does tell you that it is a Holbrook. The frame is matte black, and then the lens is a Prism 24K polarized lens. As I mentioned, the Sutro also shares the similar colors for the frame and the lens. So again, if you guys have the ability to find these, I know they sold out pretty quickly. I was able to find this one, and they actually had both. This one and the Sutro in one of the stores in Las Vegas when I was out there for a SHOT Show, and then I went ahead and picked up the Holbrook here. But if you guys are lucky enough to find either one, again, it's available in the Holbrook and the Sutro as well. Now, the one thing I wish they would have done is they would have placed the name of the collection somewhere on here, just so you know what it is that you're looking for or you're looking at. But I guess with the sleeve here, you can. And again, just letting you know that this is a sleeve. It is removable, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it on the box. Just slide it just enough to be able to get to this tab so we can go ahead and get the glasses out. And wow, almost 4 minutes and you still haven't seen them. So let's go ahead and take them out. Inside of the box is the glasses and the microfiber bag, and then that is pretty much it, just the regular paperwork that comes with the glasses. All right, so let's go ahead and take the glasses out of the microfiber bag here, and we're going to take a look at the bag itself. Because it looks really, really awesome. Again, you have this kind of black, almost dark gray color to the micro bag, and then it actually fades into that geometric shape. It follows the same kind of form factor of the box. You have the icon in red with the word Oakley there, and then you have the dragon right here. Now, if you notice, it's kind of in the middle of the bag, and this goes back to what they were mentioning on the description on the website where they say connecting all products together, and that's because if you do purchase both the Holbrook and the Sutro, you can actually lay both microfiber bags together and it creates the full shape or the full look of the dragon. So if I were to lay this one here and the other one opposite, you could see the full shape. So that is really cool. I know Oakley's done that in the past with a couple other collections, and I think that is always really, really cool, especially if you're going to be displaying these. But as it stands alone, it just looks really, really nice. So we'll set that off to the side, and then we'll take a look at the glasses themselves. Here they are. We'll take the plastic off. And again, this is a matte black frame. So from the front, it just looks like a matte black frame with 24 karat gold lenses on there. And again, I almost wish that Oakley would go back to doing the artwork on the front of the frame as well, because again, you know, you can easily customize a matte black frame with 24K lenses and the red little lugs, and it'll from the front it'll look exactly like this. But again, this is part of this nice collection. So the one way that you can actually tell what this is you do have that dragon etched at the bottom of the lens right there, and it looks really, really cool. Now I almost wish there was a little bit more detail, and then I have the actual dragon here, and then the one on the side of the box here, so you guys can see just the here you see the outline of the mouth and then the eyes and stuff like that. Unfortunately, because this is so much smaller, the etching on the lens, it kind of gets lost, but you do see a representation of the head, and then the two, what I'm going to say, it's either whiskers or smoke or something coming out of its mouth right there on the lens. Now this is a prism polarized lens, so it's pretty interesting that they didn't write prism or etch prism P like they normally do on prism polarized lenses on the top right here. I wish they would have done that too, so you can know that these are polarized lenses, but again, these are little nitpicky things that I'm looking at. So opening up the stems is where you're going to see the really, really cool representation of this frame, and kind of going back to the geometric shapes, you're going to see them here through this translucent stem right here, which looks really, really nice. So if you can see from the back here, it is a gold, it's painted gold right there, and then you just have this kind of transparent or translucent cap on top of there, so the side that's facing out, you can actually see through it, and then underneath there is that geometric shape that kind of fades into the shape itself and then out completely. Now the gold part is also kind of sparkly towards the back here, which looks really, really cool. And then you have that team red icon, which matches the little lugs on the side right here. Really, really nice. And I think they did a really, really awesome job with this pair. Now again, they had to incorporate the black somewhere, so that's where the matte black comes. But how cool would it have looked if this frame was all the way, this color all the way towards the front, or maybe just fading, you know, like, you know, matte black in the middle and then maybe fading that gold to the sides right there, just bringing it to the front. I think that would have looked really, really cool. But again, all in all, the frame still looks really nice. I was actually pretty surprised that this was available at the store and I was able to pick it up, because I know that it wasn't a collection or a model that I was, you know, pretty much looking for, but I know it sold out very quickly and not a lot of stores carried it. And so when I saw it on display, you know, I decided to go ahead and pick it up because I thought it would be a good addition to the collection. And it's got a really nice story behind it. You know, the Lunar New Year, this being the wood dragon, the year of the wood dragon, the year of the dragon, it all looks really, really cool. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around. I will put these on so you guys can see what they look like on me. All right, guys, so let me go ahead and put these on. Again, this is the standard O-Matter Holbrook model, so it's going to be very lightweight. You know, so it's a great model to just kind of hang around. It's a lifestyle frame, so what that means is not sports specific. You're not going to have rubber on the nose or on the ears or anything like that, but it does hug your face really nice. It's got that square look to it, but it's a taller lens. So again, really awesome depiction of a lifestyle frame. But this particular one in the Lunar New Year collection with those polarized 24K lenses, they make everything look really, really nice. These are great driving glasses. You know, they give you a lot of peripheral view, so you can see what's coming from the sides and stuff like that, but they're very comfortable. They sit pretty close to the face, which is nice. They don't have a heavy wrap on them, so as you can see, there is going to be a little bit of a gap right here, but looking straight ahead, especially while you're driving or just kind of hanging out, walking around and something like that, the Holbrook is going to be a really good model for that. So looking at this particular one specifically, I already mentioned the 24K. You do have that etching on the bottom of the lens right there of the dragon to symbolize the wood dragon, Lunar New Year, especially this being the year of the dragon, and then just that really awesome depiction or representation of the geometric pattern kind of shifting in and out on the side right there with that gold background. Looks really, really cool. Again, I think they did a really awesome job, besides a couple little nitpicky things that I said as far as bringing the artwork towards the front and stuff like that. I think this is still a really cool cool collection. So if you do have the ability to maybe come across it, or maybe on the secondary market, maybe you celebrate the Lunar New Year, maybe that's something, a tradition that you celebrate in your family or something like that, and a pair like this would help you kind of represent and commemorate that. That's what Oakley's all about, is to kind of, fill in the life and your life and use it and stuff like that. And I think this does a really awesome job at that. So again, this is the Holbrook model in the Lunar New Year collection. There's also a Sutro model available. They're both with matte black frames and Prism 24K polarized lenses. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.